All right, here we go. Oh, that's off brand. Over the top, nicely done. Ball ricocheted off the defense and out of bounds. In warm-ups, this Puget Sound team looks stronger than the team we played first match today. We got 3 serving 2. So far, it's been a side-out battle. Nice float serve, decent pass. They lean heavy. Ooh, just barely didn't press and keep that ball on the other side. It was a well-placed block. 4 serving 2. A serve cross court. That float serve just died as soon as it got over the net. Ball served wide. Side out south. Into the match for Juliana is Janelle. Beautiful up by Janelle. Setter goes over on 2. Let's go! What's up, Janelle? Nice serve down the line. Overpass, killed by Meladia. That ties us up 5-5. Janelle serves again. Tough float serve. Fastball to the outside, beat our block. Clean kill. Tight ball to Macy. She chooses to go right down the middle with it and gets a ricochet off the defense. We challenge Macy. She knows every time she hits that ball in the middle, that back row ball in the middle is called a pipe. Every time she hits that ball, I tell her to pick a corner, and she rarely does. She didn't that time either. Oh, we got a front row setter on that side. Meladia back to serve. Serving area 5 to her right. Over the top, dug easily by Janelle. Inside set to Macy. Okay, defense covering for each other. Good swing. Coming over on 2. There's a high ball to the outside. Nice. Tears the block and out of bounds. Nice scramble, girls. Meladia back to serve again. 7 serving 6. South takes their first lead of the match. Coach calls for area 5 down the line here on the right. Ooh, a little dribbler. Down the line. What else? Ooh, scrappy defense. That's how we do in the South. Over on 2. That's a double! Doble! Seven serving 7. Ball coming outside. High ball to Macy. Little roller. Scores off the high hands. That's a lucky kill. Put it in the stat book as a lucky kill. We've got Grayson serving. Nice serve. Very nice. Ace right down the middle for Grayson. Little hybrid floater. Grayson Scott. That one might have been out. She served that one into Cincinnati. A little Ohio humor for you guys. Float serve, pass perfectly. Oh boy, a little waffle. I call that a waffle. Didn't quite get on top of the ball, but no one expects the waffle. 10 serving 8. We have Noel, our fearless setter, serving for South. Nice touch on the defense. They've got a pretty fast offense on that side. Their middle blocker is freezing our middle blocker by being up quick. And when the pass is good, that means the setter's got lots of options. And our middle has to respect their middle, so they're finding a lot of open space on the net so far. Little miscommunication. So these girls, this team, probably all these teams have only played together for a total of about 5 days. Maybe even less if you take out the tryout days. So those communication moments, pinball kill for Angeli. Nice set, nice pass, nice play. All right, 11 serving 10. Macy's back to serve. That ball's down! You'd love to see that. So they're all going to take a step up over there. If I were Macy's dad, I'd be telling her to serve deep because they're all stepping up because of that top spin. Nice serve. Overpass. Missed. Yeah, Angeli! That's great. Angeli's staying there with the high hand. She didn't even really need to jump to block that ball. That's a timeout, bad guys. 13 serving 10. 13-10. So like, do what she just did. Just have your hands out, especially on a front row shot. She didn't even need to tap block. She blocked that ball. That's great. Oh, we got a timeout show. Left Shark has appeared. What are we doing? What? Who wants to see the top of your head? Okay. All right. Good job. Don't look now, but we got the boys team over here supporting the young ladies. Let's go, Mace. Do it again. All right. Back at it. 13 serving 10. Macy's favorite thing to do when a coach calls a timeout to freeze her in a service run is to serve the next ball out. Hard habit to break. Misplay over there. We've got an out of system on this side to the right. Janelle Juliana hits the ball over and out. Everybody on the southern side is angling for a touch call, but I saw no touch. That ball's serve long. You love to see it. That serves Angela Smith. Hard driven ball down the line. She spanked that ball. Little known fact though, still only worth 1 point. 13-14. Perfect pass. Nice quick goal! That one also worth 1 point, but it felt better than the one before. Juliana bouncing. Janelle serving. Nice serve. Little too much area on the line there. If your pin hitter is able to hit cross court, but on the line side of the block, she's been given too much line to work with. Official timeout. Consulting the scorebook. No, we got a player with a wardrobe malfunction over there. Ball serve on net. Point serve. 16-14. Back to serve is Maladia. Coach calls for area 5. That's going to be cross court to her right. Trying to get her in the corner there. Goes straight ahead. Cross court, dug easily by Janelle. High hands for Macy. Doesn't matter because it went in anyway. Nice D, Janelle. A little off-speed shot by Macy. She loves to tee off and swing as hard as she can, but it's good to mix up off-speed shots. Keep them on their heels. High hands. Ooh. Yeah! Beautiful, beautiful play by Janelle. Ah. Wow. Hey, nice play, girls. Nice D, girls. We're just cheering for volleyball at that point. Janelle came out of nowhere. Very smart play by their setter, by the way, going over on 2. Macy, 1 foot line. Macy hitting the 1 foot line with the left hand. Back to serve is Grayson. Aiming for the corner, pinning down that passer. We get a left. No way, that ball's out. Nice play. A rare unforced error in this match shoves us to 15-19, and their coach wants to talk it over. All right, so far so good. This is a tight little match, but not a lot of errors on the southern side. Not playing conservatively, but playing very efficiently. All right, back in action here. Grayson Scott to serve.
They're saying it shows on private. They don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
I had some people reach out to me to say that too. I lifted it in public. I don't know how to fix it. Yeah. Nice serve. Free ball back. Quick ball, Macy. That's a rip to Macy. It's an inside quick ball. The crowd goes wild. You might tell them to just go find my profile and see if they can join the live. Like, that may be the previous video that I started?
Yeah, I
I can't text when I'm doing this, so
I know.
yeah. High ball coming to the outside. Free ball given. Quick set to the outside. Janelle is everywhere. Another ball to the outside. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, Janelle! Man, nothing pisses you off as a hitter more than a perfect tip over the top of the block and their defender comes out of Cincinnati and grabs it. Lots of balls to the outside. That's high over the block and out of bounds. No touch. 23 serving 16. So this team has grown frustrated, unable to find the court, unable to put balls away. High ball to the outside. Another roll shot over the top, dug by our setter. Funky set. Macy puts it in play, coming into the D right here. Nice block by Angeli. High, deep ball from Macy. Another tip coming here. Angeli shuts it down. Sit down. Very nice block, Angeli. Just getting high and hanging. Here's your set point for set number one. Noel serves cross court and short, gets an overpass out of it, and it's up the middle right here. Boom. Oh, that's off the net. We called a touch. Into the block. Here comes the down ball. Nice dig. Macy finds a hard angle, squeezes it in past the block. And that's a 25-16 first set. Boys team decides to take off and support one of their other SRVA crews. And we are here for our first set timeout. I'm not sure exactly what is occurring now. This is James, the left shark. Welcome to those who just joined. I think there was some issue with a private video. I'm not sure, but hopefully everybody who was trying to get in is now in. You're the flying shark? He is the flying shark.
Not a, the.
He's the only flying shark. Hey, what's your tagline? What's your motto?
What does that mean?
Like, what's the thing that you always say? You know, like Buzz Lightyear says, to infinity and beyond. What does the flying shark say?
LeBron.
LeBron is what he says? Oh, yeah, we're in Ohio, so the flying shark says LeBron. Ohio State, represent. So James had a one illustrious season playing volleyball. What did you learn that season, James?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing, and that's because I was your coach. Is that correct?
No.
No. Why'd you learn nothing?
Oh, no.
He's an excellent interview. Sydney has not played volleyball since rec league. What did you learn in rec league about volleyball?
I just learned that it can be really fun, and I also learned some volleyball skills myself from you guys.
I heard you learned that it wasn't very fun.
Well, at first it wasn't fun. I was like, this isn't my thing. Like, I tried whole different sports and just
True. She played a lot of different sports. And what did you settle on?
music. Everything music.
Everything music. That includes what?
Like any instrument ever. Like, I will learn to play any instrument if you tell me to. I will learn it.
So, but what instruments do you play right now?
I play ukulele, guitar, some piano. I'm not really good at it, bro. I sing. I write songs. I play drums. I'm pretty decent at them.
I feel like you're not mentioning the instrument that you are the best at.
Saxophone, right?
Say it again.
Saxophone.
What kind of saxophone?
I'm the best
Tenor and
at
alto, but mostly tenor.
Tenor and alto, mostly tenor. And what was the kind of saxophone that I was desperate for you to play and you refused?
Baritone.
Baritone saxophone.
Like, I love the sound. We don't get lots of melodies. We don't get fun music.
I mean, it's pretty selfish, in my opinion. If your dad is begging for you to play bari sax and you refuse because you don't like how it sounds. Okay, all right. No, truthfully, you should be selfish.
The viewers want to see me.
You don't get to decide what the viewers want.
Comment Sharky Poo if you want me.
Oh my gosh. Please don't comment Sharky Poo. All right, first point goes to, oh, this is not Puget Sound. This is Iowa? Iowa High Performance. Well, that explains a lot. I thought we were at Puget Sound. This is Iowa. These are corn-fed ladies. Nice top spin serve. Passed perfectly. Angeli over the top. It's dug by their opposite. A nice little tip into the middle there. That's a good play. Off speed. This girl wound up like she was going to put a dent in the floor, and then she just rolled it right over the top of the block. That's nice. All right, here comes another top spin serve. 2 serving 0. Replay called. Ball on in the back of the court there. Passing so far this match has been very, very good, enabling us to run really whatever we want on offense. There's another, oh, just a little bit over. Looking for a net call and not getting it. Three serving 0. Out. That ball's long. Good eye. And we are back with Macy serving 1 serving 3. Answering a top spin with a top spin. Took a little bit off that one because she didn't like the toss, but found that deep seam for an ace. Can't spell Macy without ace. I've tried. Maybe if you spell it like a weirdo, but we spell it like normal people. That one curved just wide. Good idea. Aiming for that sideline seam. Over rotated just a little bit. That was a back row block. And they took a second to call it, but it definitely was. Back row block. Setter's back row. You're not allowed to reach and touch the ball while it's above the net in a blocking motion if you're a back row player. That is a failure of a serve. So it's hard as a setter in that situation to avoid the instinct to reach up and stop the ball. But if any part of the ball is above the net, when you touch it, you are a back row blocker. Angeli to serve. That's a high, deep ball, resulting in a bad pass. They get a down ball out of it. Angeli keeps it alive. Free ball to save. That setter wants to double again. Nobody wants to call it. That's a solo block. All right, we got a hitter. Meladia, roll shot, kept alive. Watch the cross court here. Nice dig by Angeli. Got a pipe to Macy that was a little offset. Nice swing out of the left side there. Good rally ended by a big heavy swing. Six serving three. Just over-rotated on that ball a little bit and put it wide. You imagine the ball as the hands of the clock, and you want to contact it straight at 12 o'clock and direct it with your wrist. That ball was not, whoa! You can overrule that. Love to check the replay on that. That felt very out. And ball in the net. People love to say ball don't lie after that. I think the ball lies all the time. Janelle about to serve. Nice block in the middle, kept alive. Good, good. Let's get a swing. Oh, get a swing on that. We want to swing on that ball. Quick to the middle. Good help on the outside block from Noelle, but the hitter went inside the middle blocker's hand. Grayson's shaking her left hand. She took a hard shot there with her pinky. Good hard-driven serve. Really good pass. Solo block kept alive by Janelle. Hey! Looks like Janelle may have got popped in the face. She had a little nosebleed maybe. Looks like it. All right, we've got a medical timeout. Janelle's got a little bleeding nose. Speaking of bleeding noses, I'm half Scottish. My mother was born in Kirkcaldy, Scotland. And when I say bleeding nose, that's not unintentional. In Scotland and in the UK, bloody is essentially the F word. And so when we would get nosebleeds as a kid, it would be referred to as bleeding noses instead of bloody noses. Because you don't want to tell your parents that you have an effing nose. You have a bleeding nose. So if you're around your friends from the UK, just watch your mouth and be considerate whenever somebody gets a bleeding nose. Just dropping some culture in the chat. So that's Janelle nursing a bloody nose. Bleeding nose. I just broke my rule. Unbelievable. Janelle nursing her bleeding nose. Not sure how long the timeout can last. if I were the opposing coach, I would be saying this either needs to be charged as a timeout, or they need to sub somebody in for her before it happens too long. But I'm not sure what exactly the rules are in this tournament in terms of medical timeouts. Janelle has been playing lights out defense. She's saved at least 3 points that we have converted as a result of just her quickness and unwillingness to give up. So hopefully we can get this nosebleed under control as quickly as possible and get her back on the floor. Score is 9-5. So we got a Dolly Parton situation here. South is down 4 points, but if I'm not mistaken, we earned that last point. So we should be coming back to serve. And we'll see how much longer this takes to play out. We're on court 10 here. There are 10 courts in this little alcove of the gym, but on the other side of this big white wall are probably another 18 to 20 courts. Not a huge tournament, but not a small one either. Looks like we've got our SRVA trainer has entered the chat. She's going to step down and give medical attention to Janelle. Oh, look at that potato quality. On my end, it looks like it's about 120p. All right. The other team was playing some sort of a variation of tag earlier, but that's no longer happening. Interesting to see what happens when we come back after this lengthy pause. James runs over to bogart a ball, and he's going to want to come back here and pepper for a little bit. Sydney finds the pretzel bites. Smart choice. Brittany checks her messaging app. Fans are restless. Oh, you want to? Okay. James wants to show his wall skills here. All right, let's see it. That was really great. Okay. All right. Don't touch the camera. Okay, just go do your thing. Disruption. We're ready. They're not going anywhere. Oh, that was special. And I mean that. All right, he's just trying to hurt himself now. Interesting choices. Yeah. He's very amused by seeing himself. Medical timeout marches on. We do have some movement here. Now Janelle's running away. Not sure where she's going. Maybe going over to the restrooms. Yeah, looks like she's going over to the restrooms. Yes. Okay. All right, Janelle has run off to the restrooms. We got a game of patty cake happening across the court. Coach is checking for any blood that might be on the court. There's no green. Yeah. That's right. Medical timeout continues. We've got part of the issue now appears to be that there was blood on Janelle's shoes, and that's being wiped off because you're not allowed to have blood on any part of your uniform or your shoes, and she probably doesn't have another pair of shoes. So we got to get the one clean that we have, making sure there's no more blood on the court. I think things might be wrapping up. We're still, if I can get in real tight here with our mashed potato quality Zoom, where you can see an official rubbing off the shoe, and the shoe is being returned to the foot. The crowd goes wild. Let's go! Everyone's very excited. All right. Back in action after having taken the equivalent of 15 timeouts. We have 5 serving 9. Melodia back to serve. And away we go. Serving 9. Coach calls for area 1. It should be cross court. That ball never clears the net. Not an uncommon effect of a very long layoff. Melodia talking to her family. Dad's talking crap. Love it. Deep and in. Pretty good pass. Quick set to Macy. She takes it off the outside hand of that opposite blocker for a kill. The kids call it tool time. 6 serving 10. Grayson back to serve. Yeah, we talked about the waffle before. No one expects the waffle. That's a dribble ace off the top of the tape. High set to the outside. Janelle doesn't care. Just don't hit it, Janelle, if you want a clean kill. Folks, we're at 16 viewers on the feed. This is very exciting. If we can get up above 20, I will buy myself a Korean hot dog for dinner. That's a promise. So, yep, what else? Shocker, Janelle digs a ball. Coming back. That's over the top, dug easily. High ball to the outside. Macy swings deep corner, puts the ball down. Nice defense, good! Good rally, good defense, and a rotate on our side. 8 serving 11. If we can just chip away at that lead once or twice every time we come back to serve, it's going to go well for us. Noel serves 6 feet wide. Side out, Iowa. Well, Macy with the off speed, little cutty. Broken play, she took care of business. That was nice. We've got 9 serving 12. Macy back with her spinner. That's an ace! 10 serving 12. Down the line. Nope, he calls no touch. That's point us. Macy serve. Oh, well, why didn't they call a touch then? He signaled no touch. Okay. Easy pass, double quick. Juliana puts it away. Nicely done. Good control. You get the sense that the longer these girls play with each other, the better our offense is going to get. The more reps they get, our connection is going to get stronger. Angela threads the needle down the line. Woo! I caught Grayson in the shoulder, I think, or maybe off her head. No shame in that. You're getting up high enough to get hit on the head when you're blocking. You're doing something right. 14 serving 11. Tough serve. Macy fights it off. Free ball from us. Quick set to the middle. Nice solo block from Grayson. Overpass. That's a back row block! Oh, that was a makeup call. Wow, ugly play. A couple missed calls in there. It looks like the down ref is going to go over and tell the up ref that she thought their blocker was above the net when she hit the ball. Same thing we got called for earlier, but they didn't call it this time. Same exact thing, and that's what our coach is screaming about. Their setter is a back row player. She reached up, standing blocked the ball to keep it in play. We got whistled for it earlier. They didn't get whistled for it this time. But then as the play continued, Juliana had a pretty blatant double touch But the ref didn't give us that call either, I think because she knew she had missed the earlier one. Sometimes the ref will do that. They'll give you a makeup call just to balance the scales a little bit. But we might get a, wow, okay, so not what we thought was happening. The down ref is saying that she tried to tell the up ref that that setter was back row and she blocked the ball. Macy's over there arguing the case now. It's not going to go anywhere right now. They've already made their decision. But sometimes a coach will want to keep arguing. The coach will want to keep arguing, not because they think they're going to change the call, but because you want the ref to log that away in her brain and believe that she may have missed a call, so she's going to be a little bit more generous for you later on in the match. Classic coaching move. We'll see how it plays out. 15 serving 11. Float serve. Cross court on the pipe from Macy gets dug. Ooh, that ball gets just powered right through the block. It was a very well-formed block, but they were able to find space between Grayson and the net to squeeze it through. We have 16 serving 11. We've been playing very evenly for the last 10 or so points on the board. That was the first big point that's been scored in a little while. When you get to this point, this is pretty obvious to say, but when you're down 5 points, the only way to come back is from our service line. We've got to be able to score some with our defense and with our transition if we want to come back. So the name of the game is side out every time they serve, and then get back and score one big point every time we serve, at least. Float serve, tough pass, ball to Juliana. Ball swung wide, or deep, excuse me. 17-11. That's a tough ball for a right-handed hitter to come and get an inside ball that's low and still get a good contact on it. Perfect pass. Quick to Juliana. Was a little bit low. There we have a lift called on their blocker. Side out, Southern. Juliana did well to deal with. That might have been the makeup call we were looking for, because it may have been a lift on our attacker. But we thought we might see a makeup call come, and that might have been it. Nice deep float. Ball kept alive off the top of the block. Maladia coming in for an inside set. Rolls to the deep line. Nice up. Power dink from Maladia. Back to the same hitter here. Roll shot over the top. We might get a pipe to Macy. Get in there. Oh, that ball's long. All right. It's go time now. 18 serving 12. If a comeback's going to happen, it better start soon. Very good float serve. Very good pass. High deep swing from Grayson. Put the ball down, kill into the back row. Grayson. Yes. Back to serve is Maladia. 13 serving 8. That ball didn't clear. 19 serving 13. Standing float serve, easily passed. Quick ball to the outside. Macy thumps it. That ball's out of play. We're not playing volleyball today. Good swing, Mace. Nice pass. Grayson back to serve. 14-19. Pretty good serve. Quick to the middle, over the top, easily dug by Janelle. Macy puts a little roll on it. Free ball coming. Nice pass on the free ball. That ball's in play. Get up and set that ball. Macy with a nice placement on an inside set. I look this way, I go that way. Good spot. All right, that's one. Do it again. 15 serving 19. Grayson continues. Coach wants cross court. Coach gets it. All right, put one together. Coming back. Boy, that setter is eating our breakfast with that little over on two push. It is 20-15. We made up 1 point in that service rotation. Deep serve. Too much mustard on that hot dog from Macy. Cross court thumper. We've got Noel back to serve. 20 serving 16. Yep, good swing. Big hole in the block. And it's not the blocker's fault. That was a great pass on a tough serve. Enabling their setter to have lots of different options. 21 serving 16. Spinner, passed pretty well. Juliana, big cross-court smash. Macy back to serve, 17-21. That ball didn't have a chance. Tell you what, though, as soon as they let us play on 40-foot wide nets instead of 30-foot wide nets, that's a tough serve right there. But by current rules, not our best. Float serve, overpass. That was clean. She blocked that ball. Nice swing! Way to pick a corner, Mace! Macy picked a corner that time. (18-22). High looping float serve or spin serve. Too much seam available for her. Nice swing. She kills that ball across court. We are 23-18. That team, Iowa's just siding out too well. They're not letting us make any up from the service line. And we're siding out pretty well too, but it's too late to trade points. Very nice pass. Very nice tip from Juliana for the quick side out. Excellent finesse shot. All right, Janelle back to serve with two functional nostrils. 19 serving 23. Never went. We gave her about 10 feet of line that time, and it was too tempting for her to pass up, but the set wasn't there, so she put it into the top of the tape. 20 serving 23. Very nice serve into the deep corner. Overpass and a kill for Grayson! Yeah, the crowd goes wild. Look at the energy around here. This is unbelievable. Literally everybody on their feet. South is starting to smell a little bit of blood in the water. Here's the coach calling a timeout at the beginning of a little service run, hoping to freeze Janelle, but Janelle doesn't get frozen. They don't know that about her. She's unimpressed with timeouts during her service runs. Good spot, decent pass, big block. Back to the outside hitter. That ball's kept alive. Perfect, perfect. Hey! Tit for tat. Two can play at that game, fighting fire with fire. (22) serving 23 now. All right, way to get us back, Janelle. Great run from Janelle. 24 serving 23. Coach hustles in to call a timeout there before the serve came. Nicely done. So it's 24-23. What I usually tell my teams, oh geez, this is happening. What's happening? Okay, yep.
I came up with a new pass.
A new pass?
The Blanco.
The what?
Blanco.
The Blanco? Oh, okay. Some call that a Pac-Man. No, don't touch it. We're getting back to the game.
Bye.
Okay. Bye. So watch for hitters to be tentative on a point like this. When it starts to get really tight, a lot of time hitters will take some off and just make sure they don't make the final error in a match. We want our hitters to swing away. And we do. Let's go! Great swing there. 23 serving 24. That's a gutsy swing. Oh, ball served just long. And that's the set, ladies and gentlemen. 25-23. A good comeback.
They won the first two.
We won the first, they won the second, so we are tied at 1. It was a nice comeback, a good momentum stealer, but didn't quite have enough.
Bye.
Okay. All right, I guess James wants to be watched while we're waiting for the next match to start.
This is the shoe flopper. Ready? See how my shoe came off? It's amazing. Ready? The shoe flopper. It came off again. So cool. Comment, I love shark, if you love the shark. But I'm not the shark right now. Boom. I'm gonna put the mic down. Watch me do a Blanco. It's amazing. Woo. The viewers like me.
They do?
Yeah.
There's no evidence of that.
Can I tell them to comment? Can they comment?
They are allowed to comment if they want to comment.
Comment. We want to see him more. If my dad is wrong, you have to say it, or else he's not gonna let me perform anymore. And there's 4 more days of this, so if I don't get to perform, you guys will be so bored. Bye.
Huh? All right, getting back into action here. Set number 3. Set number 3 is brought to you by Scandinavian Swimmers, because there's a TJ Maxx fairly close to our VRBO. Noel back to serve to start us off. All serve just wide. Big high swing from Juliana. Sails wide, didn't get quite on top of the ball enough. No spin on it. Nice D over there from that side. Inside set. We let that ball go out, even though we touched it on the block. So substitution for South in at the outside hitting spot is number 23, Payson Leiden. Macy goes outside hand, reaches deep into her toolbox. One serving 3 at the start of the 3rd set. Looked like she was a little late getting under that ball. Swing was a little rushed. Toss was a little low. That ball will serve nicely into the seam. Looks like they're going to be targeting our new outside hitter and her seam with the libero. You can see the spacing here. Our libero is taking a little bit more court on this side than she is on this side, and we'll see if they use it. No, they don't. Good swing on the combo play. Juliana coming outside in and finding the hand to tool. At the serve is Anjali. High topspin serve. Big block. Big block from Juliana. Came off her hands, hit the net, and then she tried to pop it up with her head, but couldn't get it high enough. 6 serving 2. They're over! She was setting. Doesn't she set it? If she's not trying to attack that ball, that's an illegal block. If any part of the ball crossed the net, then it's a violation on her. All right. Got our side out. If there was any part of the ball over the net, she was a back row attacker. And if she didn't get to it before it crossed the plane, it's a violation on the setter. Janelle with a nice float serve down the line. Hard driven ball across court, dug by Karis. Nobody home. Give the kill to Karis for that dig. Nicely done. Nice dig, Karis! Janelle back to serve again. 4 for 4 serving Southern. Just a little too much seam there for that opposite to work with. Almost a block for answering. What? Ball, that was out. That was out. Ansley. It's Aisley. Spelled Aisley. Sorry about the camera there. Nine serving 5. That ball's out. I had a teammate in high school from Mexico named Omar Rodriguez, and his English was not great, but the two things he knew how to say when we played volleyball was "dawasin" and "dawas out." Very nice. One of my favorite things to say in volleyball, "dawasin." Spelled D-A-W-A-S-I-N. All right. Back to serve is Grayson. Nice cross court serve. We got a ball on. And Grayson's going to get another chance. Nice dig from your middle. Ball hit down the pipe. Cross court and in. Overpass. Not handled by our defense. 11 serving 7. They've built up a 4-point lead again. It's really only 3.5-point lead because if we side out, we've got 3. I don't like to think of that as a full 4-point lead. Cross court catches Karis creeping inside a little bit. 12-7. That's 12 serving 7. Kind of picking us apart from the service line. There's at least 2 aces in there on that 5-point lead.
They're on backwards. They're on inside out. No, they're not.
All right, back in action, 12 serving 7. That's in the net. Point coach. Anytime a coach calls a timeout and gets a missed serve out of the other team, that's a coach point. All right, Noel back to serve. And Juliana back in the game in the front row. Nice serve down the line. Really high tip. Good kill off the block and down for Juliana. We're at 9 serving 12. Another great serve down the line. Quick set outside. Macy goes high hands down the line and in. Point good, guys. 10 serving 12. The lead is evaporating. Noel serves again. Very good serve into the deep corner. Juliana way off the net and doesn't get it over. The dribbler handled nicely by Karis. Macy on the right, off high hands, control on the defense. That ball's in. Ooh, just mishandled in the back row.
The Bronco would have been good in that situation.
14 serving 10. Nice serve. Very nice serve. Substitution here. Replacing Aisling is Meladia. Hoping to shore up the passing. 15 serving 10, I believe. They serve right at the new sub, which is what they should do. Off the block and in. Trouble in the back row over there. We have a very nice swing. Very good defense. This is a great rally here. Setter goes over on 2. Tip to the inside. Hey, that ball's hit long. South wins the battle of attrition. The battle of who can air less. It's a Ben Folds joke. My brother would be proud. Nobody else cares. Battle for who can air less. Macy with an ace! Timely ace for Mason to get it to 12-15. She goes deep after going short. Oh, hate to see it. Good effort on the overpass. Good effort on the overpass. $16 serving 12. Deep float serve. Shanked out of bounds. SRVA wants to talk again. 16-12, 17-12. 17 serving 12 is our score. All right, back at it. 17 serving 12. Deep serve, pass nicely. Very nice. Fast set to the outside. Meladia handles it nicely. Angeli coming down the crowd. Almost gets an ace out of it. No, not on us. We had a net violation called. It wasn't on us. I thought it was their setter. Well, weird call. 18-13. Big old block! Grayson and Juliana going to get pushed around. Giant block. Still only worth 1 point, but we'll take it. 14 serving 18. Nice serve down the line. That's a nice cross-court kill from their middle. Hit a sharp angle. We got to be able to push back from the service line. We're siding out pretty well. Not scoring real well. Nice pass, quick set outside. Dug by the middle back. No, that one never went. Tried to go hard cross, but didn't quite get on top of that ball. Meladia back to serve. 15 serving 19. Good serve. Libero handled it well. Off the top of our block and down. We are at 20 serving 15. We've got a front row set. There's a kill. You want to be able to kill on broken plays like that every so often, not just put the ball in play. So that worked well. 16-20. Grayson back to serve. That ball never cleared. 21-16. Ref never called for the ball, so she'll get to serve it again.
She never blew the whistle.
Deep serve. Served into the seam. Melody is not in the passing rotation, but she thought it was going to drop in, so she stepped in to pass it. Either way, it's a good serve. Good spot. 22-16. That ball's in. Slide set. Hit over the top of the block and out. A little bit of a miscue on that set location. You want that ball to be a little closer to the pin. Couldn't handle that quick pass into the net. And that takes us to set points for set number 3, 24-16. Easy serve. Quick set to Macy. Macy gets clamped. And that ends this third set, putting Southern down 2-1. Can you fill that up? I think. Yeah, it's gotta be over there.
Let's go, fight for it, girls, right here, fight for it.
Big block. Another big block. Ball kept alive. Nice save. All right, reset, and get placed. Hey! The block party started in point number one. Everybody getting involved. Quick side out for SRVA. Macy back to serve at 1-0. Hard top spin results in an overpass. Angeli puts it away. Point South, 2 serving 0. Macy back to serve again. Down the line, barely handled. Cross-court swing, dug nicely by Paris. Juliana blocked at the net. Nice defense from Karis. I am noticing now we have a change at setter. Into the match is Lacey Watts, replacing Noelle Sloantrap. Oh, come on! That's called a lift. Not real consistent on those calls, but that's a lift. It's 2 serving 2. Nice pass. High ball to the right side. Overpass. Hit into the net by Angeli. Kind of a lift on that tip. Yeah, that was crazy. 3 serving 2. Time to collect ourselves and come back. Cross court. Little overhand down ball. Good for a kill from Eladia. Angeli back to serve. She's aiming short. It was a little higher than she wanted it to be. Pipe to Macy. Kill in the middle. We got some action on the sidelines. Some SRVA boys are getting into it. It was a little bit. We talked about picking a corner. That was not picking a corner. Ball to the outside. That ball was not touched. That's a point. Good, guys. Lifting the score to 5-3. We are in set number 4. It's a must-win for South to force a 5th set. That's a short serve that wasn't short. Oh, that ball felt like one we could have had. Blocker found a seam, or the hitter found a seam in our block, and Macy tried to fill it in, but wasn't quite there. 4 serving 5. Pursued unsuccessfully by Macy. Good effort by Macy and Karis. Ultimately, it was out of reach. Score's tied at 5. Went right back at the same passer, which is what you would want to do. Quick ball to the outside. Nice set! Good swing! That's a beautiful, beautiful set. Tough ball to set that fast. Lacey Watts. Janelle serving. She loves that serve down the line. It's effective, keeping them out of system. Good swing. Macy overpasses it. That's not a lift.
I'll point out one thing though. Macy did the block. And it worked.
No, it didn't. It was an overpass. Good pass from Karis. Power dink, dug up. Deep ball, lands in. Coach Mount noticing that we are not hitting line at all. They're giving it to us. We hit a lot of that power alley stuff. The power alley, when you're hitting on the outside, is to this area in the back. It's kind of where a default outside hitter swing tends to land. That ball, that was out. That was out. All right, 7 serving 7. The good news is it's tied, and the good news is we haven't been playing that well so far. So if we can tighten things up just a little bit, we're in a much better place. That was a nice looking serve. Down ball coming. Dug nicely. Here comes the ball outside to Macy. She goes high hands. That's dug nicely. And that was tooled on the outside hand of our setter, Lacey, for a side out, Iowa. 8 serving 7. Macy thumps one over the block, hard cross. So I was talking about power alley. So like you look at the power alley generally from the back sideline to around in here. Anything on this side is a line shot. Anything on this side of it is a hard angle shot, especially stuff that comes in here. And that was a really nice angle shot from Mason. Good serve. Tough handle by the libero. Touch. Nice defense. Ball coming outside, and that ball's in. That ball's in. Another good cross-court swing, just like she's listening to me talk. She went for that hard angle. And it's 9-8. Nice pass from Janelle. Ball squeezed down the line, off the net and in. That's 10-8. That's a nice spot. I don't think she saw the defense. I don't think you can see the defense when you're up in the air like that, chasing a high ball, but that was a nice line turn on an inside ball. It's just out of play. There's Lacey serving long for a quick side out Iowa. 11 serving 9. Ball coming to Macy here. That was out. No touch. 10-11. 10 serving 11. Ball tooled off the block and out of bounds. 12-10. We're trading points again. Iowa's a very good side-out team. Hard to score on them. Juliana laughing because she was up and almost back down on the ground by the time she hit that ball, but she found the court. Juliana tends to play either in the middle or on the left. And so the timing and the alignment on the right side for a player who's used to hitting the middle or left is not easy. That ball looped over the top of the block and down. Defense couldn't quite get to it. Serving 11. Nice. Skying into the air is Melodia. She gets up and hangs and bangs. Here's Janelle serving 12-13. Rough pass. Ball to the outside. Janelle gobbles that up. That's a net! Net violation on the bad guys. And we scored a big point, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the alignment there. Net violation call on the Iowa Blockers to tie the score at 13. Janelle down the line doing Janelle things. Nice dig from Karis. Hey! We love a setter kill when it comes from the good side. 14-13. She hasn't called that all day. Overpass. Doug. Good high block from Grayson. Macy on the pipe. Doug by the libero. Outside, Meladia, ball in the air and alive. Hey-oh! Let her go! And just like that, a 15-13 lead, and Iowa wants to talk it over. That's a 3-point run from Janelle on the service line, and a 4-point run if we count the side out that got her there. It's pretty good technique from the coach. You don't generally want to let more than 3 points go by in a row without calling a timeout to try and stop the bleeding. But we've got old James needs some attention. What's going on, James?
Hopefully someone does the Blanco.
Who is?
Hopefully someone does the Blanco.
Oh, a Blanco. So James created a new volleyball move. That kind of a dig. He thinks it's great. I think it's not. Janelle back to serve. Outside ball, but it's way inside, and she takes it off the block and out of bounds. 100% of the time, she was swinging to tool that block. In that situation as a blocker, an advanced move is to go up to block and then pull your hands as soon as you think she's reaching to tool you, because that ball was going to be about 6 feet out if she didn't touch it. That's a great serve down the line, dribbled off the tape, and just squeaked in front of Janelle. She's going to take that personally. That's not going to happen again. But if, as a server, you can consistently hit the tape, good things are going to happen for you. That's a very good float serve. Hard free ball coming. Going to the middle, going to the right. That's up. That's up. Coming outside on this one. Hard hit down the line. Janelle owns her. Scrappy, scrappy, scrappy. Meladia tried to tool, but they had a strong outside hand on that block. We're going to the middle here. What else? Woo! Nice defense, girls! Very nice defense. Macy with an aggressive swing at the end of a long rally and some really, really nice defense. Coach is telling her she likes the swing, even though the result wasn't what it was. 16 serving 15. Ball is called in. I didn't see it. 17-15. So after fighting back and claiming a 2-point lead, they went on a little run. Iowa went on a little corn run, and now it's 17-15. And our coach wants to call a timeout and stop the bleeding. Some really great defense on display. Just not able to terminate. All right, returning now, 17-15. Still very tightly contested set. Overpass from Paris results in a kill by their blocker. 18-15. Nice serve, nice pass. Ball barely kept alive. Nicely saved by Macy. Watch over on two. Watch over on two. Get up. That ball's in play. Let's put this ball away. Hey! Nice rally. Nice save. Everybody loves good volleyball. (16) serving 18. That ball served just wide. It's a good idea. 19 serving 16. That ball's out. Good eye, Janelle. Have to serve as Grayson. Good serve. Right on the money with the pass. Big seam on that block. Results in an automatic side out kill. 20 serving 17. 20-17. Perfect pass. Set to Angela in the middle. Coming in the back row here. Good touch. Dump. Yeah, dump is good by Lacey. Nice, Lacey. (18) serving 20 now. Lacey back to serve and Juliana in the front row. Oof, that ball was going out, but we got rescued by the passer. Doesn't matter, because number 10 just kills balls for a living. Big hole in that block. She took advantage. 21 serving 18. That ball served wide. They're doing everything they can to give this to us with their serving errors. But we're not able to capitalize on our service side. 19-21. That's a touch! She touched it! Thank you. Yeah. I thought it was out, but I thought she touched it. I thought it was out. I thought the passer touched it, but maybe I'm just being hopeful. Either way, we get the call. 20 serving 21. Ball in the net. 22 serving 20. Nice pass from Paris. Inside set. Is blocked. Coverage was there, but did not react. 23 serving 20. Side out, girls. Here we go. Another nice pass. Macy out of the pipe. She's flirting with picking a corner, but still not picking a corner. But she got the kill. 21-23. Angeli back to serve. Service error. Unfortunate timing. 24-21. Match point and set point for Iowa. 24-21. Good short serve. Nice pass. To the middle. Kill for Grayson. Over the top in the middle. Clutch swing. point South. Janelle back to serve at 22-24. Match point number 2 for Iowa. Down the line, not a great pass. Great dig. And the overpass is handled by the block. Iowa closes things up. Teams are sent to the end line. Ref then signals them to come together and give 5. Tough loss to a very good Iowa team. We will bounce back. We shall overcome. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., I believe, for our first match. We'll see you then.